Chapter 16. Part 1. I have to make conversation. This kissing and mushy shit is grossing me out. What made you decide to move to Boston? I curiously ask and James glares at me. I needed a change, he informs me with a soft smile. I know exactly what he means. I want to get away from here just like him, but he moved to Boston, and with me, I want to move to New York. There are two opposite cities, but we both want the same thing, change. The redhead returns with their 2 ice-cold beers and takes everyone's food order. I order chicken pasta, I think it's called chicken Florentine, and everyone else orders other different kinds of pasta, which I have no clue what they are. I dislike pasta, it's not one of my favorite dishes, but I don't want to be rude and say I want to go somewhere else. If I had a choice, I would have picked a different restaurant, preferably a restaurant that serves a different variety of food, like Golden Corral or even Applebee's. That way everybody can choose what they want to eat. But the only thing they serve here is pasta, so either go with the pasta or nothing at all. I could have ordered the salad, but the redhead told me they're not very filling, and he recommended the chicken pasta, so I went with that. I reach for the sugar next to Chris's tea when Chris holds up a packet of sugar between his middle and index finger. Thanks. How did you know that I only like 1 sugar? I ask, shock is clear in my voice. How did he know? I saw you put 1 sugar in your coffee, I figured you would like just 1 sugar in your tea too. You remember? I whisper when I pour the sugar into my tea. Yeah. It's not a big deal, he shrugs. I bring my straw to my lips and sip the tea to hide my smile. I didn't expect him to notice or even remember something like that. It's sweet if you think about it. Well, this is nice. Camille looks back and forth between Chris and me. We are having lunch together. Like this is a double date. Camille says as she puts the cup to her lips to hide her evil smirk. I spit the tea back into the straw and Chris starts to choke again. Odd, because he was not drinking his tea, might have been him choking on his own saliva. Camille, I told you, we're just friends, I snarl. Camille's lips curl into a smile. Oh no, Camille. Don't do this to me. Don't start with I like him, he likes me, bullshit. Not today, he doesn't like me, so stop looking wide-eyed at me. If she says anything, I will be so embarrassed. Hell, I'm embarrassed now. Oh why? Oh why? Do you like to make me feel embarrassed, Camille, every time around Chris? Oh, that's right, you're just friends. I forgot, she mumbles as she puts her lips to the glass of her beer. I know damn well that she did not forget that we are friends. She just wants me to admit that I like Chris, but there is no chance in hell I'm going to tell anyone, especially Chris. So, she might as well drop it. I'm scowling at her to stop with this now before I'll slap you across this table. We both know I won't actually do it, but I give her a look to stop this nonsense. Eventually, she rolls her eyes and shuts her mouth, for the time being. With Camille being a pain in my ass and Chris being rude to everyone here, I don't know who I'm most likely to slap or bang their heads together, whichever comes first. I don't usually think this way, but with them constantly bickering at each other, they both are getting on my nerves. These two, I have to keep them in line because they possibly will kill one another, or actually I would be the one killing them if they don't behave. They're worse than children. This is just too much, I need some fresh air to breathe before I lose every sense of willpower of staying sane. I'm going to the bathroom. I get up when Camille stands up beside me. Where does she think she's going? I don't need anyone to hold my hand. I just need a few minutes to myself and she is my best friend, but right now, I need time to think without her tagging along. I'll come too. Figured. Sushiana, take off your jacket, it's not cold anymore, it warmed up in here. It is warmer than before, I was just comfortable with my jacket on, and I didn't feel like taking it off, I still don't. Before I can protest, Camille already grabs the back of my jacket and starts pushing it off my shoulders. She tosses it onto the booth next to where Chris is sitting. Doesn't she look beautiful in what she's wearing? Camille asks Chris and James. Both of their eyes travel down my body and then they both nod. She wanted to show me off in this outfit, that's why she insisted I remove my jacket. I thought Chris was going to say something sarcastic, but instead of Chris saying anything, James is the one who opens his mouth first. Yes. You outdid yourself, Camille. She looks incredible. His voice is husky, and his eyes dart straight to my chest. Which makes me extremely uncomfortable. Alright, now I regret this choice of clothing. Why do I listen to people? I should not have listened to her and gone with the loose clothing I usually wear, not this. I'm finding myself the need to cover up and I want to put my jacket back on to hide my body. This is why I do not wear clothes that are tight around my body because people would make fun of me or they would stare at me. I know, right? We'll be back. Camille says and hauls me to the bathroom. I hate when people start to pull me like I'm a child. After I use the bathroom, I stand in the mirror next to Camille as she fixes her strands of hair using her fingers as a comb to try to straighten her curls, and reapplying her lip gloss. She holds her lipstick towards me. You want some lip gloss? She glances at me in the mirror. I shake my head. No, thank you. You're sure you don't want some? She waves her lipstick in the air. You can make your lips look shiny. So Chris would want to kiss you. If he's not already planning on kissing you. She exclaims. Camille. Sometimes you're like a teenage girl. I laugh. Well, it's true. You can't hide it from me, I see the way you both look at each other. There is something there, and I also know you like him, she grins. About you and James, I asked to change the subject. That is just fun, nothing serious. I know what you're doing and it's not going to work. What? We were discussing you and Mr. Haughty. Not me, so enough about me. We haven't even talked about her. She wants to know about my life. What life do I have? My life involves school, work, and my head stuck in a book. It's boring, nothing at all exciting. You're in denial. I know you like him. She taunts. So, what if I did? He doesn't like me, I shrug. She jumps up and down, like a schoolgirl, and I roll my eyes. I knew it. She spits. Why are you getting excited about it? I thought you didn't like him, I ask, a bit puzzled. I still don't really like him, but he doesn't put up with people's shit, and I respect that, she snorts. I assume he's like you. Both don't let people push you around, but I like to think you got that from me. I did get it from her. Camille is the one who taught me to stand up for myself. She's the person who always watched out for me and didn't let people push me around. She was, and still is my protector, like my big sister I wish I had. She sighs. If you like him, then I will learn to like him too. I do like his body, damn he's fine. Do you like him for his body or do you like him in another way? She asks. I have to answer truthfully. I don't know. I drop my shoulders. She examines me through the mirror and gives me a sympathetic glare. She holds up her lip gloss to my nose. Here, let me put this on you, she says in hopes this might cheer me up. She always said, makeovers, including clothes, will help with any situation. I don't know how true that is, but I'll take her word for it since she is a part-time fashion designer. When she's not at her father's store, she's busy making clothes and selling them online. I wanted her to make me an outfit, but since she tells me, it takes a while for me to make the attire, so why make them when you hardly wear the clothes, I do give you. Well, that's true, but I would wear the clothes if she would ever make me her apparel. She makes beautiful clothing, especially the red dress she showed me several days ago. It was beautiful, the fabric draped alongside a V-neck and back, and laid across a banded waist full maxi skirt with a sexy side slit, and hidden back zipper with clasps. I can imagine wearing it for a special occasion. Yeah, sure, when will I ever go on a special occasion? I roll my eyes. It will just come off when I eat. So, come here. She turns me to face her. Form an O. I do as she tells me and she applies the gloss to my lips. See, not too much, just enough to make your lips a little shiny. Her frown becomes a smile. Now let's see if those guys are getting along without us.